Good evening, good evening, good evening. This is Eagle. This is the Simulation Soccer Federation community chat hosted by Winkler. Wink, how are you doing, bud? Oh, nice. He actually did something. Good for Chrisley. Good for good job. Good job. He's productive and yeah, at least he's productive in something, right? That's great. I do see a few people in our fireside chat. So if you are listening to us in the fireside chat, have your Twitch stream muted. Because you'll get
Winkler, please check your audio. Thank you.
oh no once again. Okay, we'll start this over. Hi, so Wink, how are you?
I'm fucking awesome. I'm awesome. I'm fucking
Fantastic.
awesome. You can hear me now, and I was just commenting how Chris Lee can score in other goals, like our goals team, where he just scored a walk off in overtime, but he can't fucking score for the defenders. So maybe maybe he needs to play field hockey. That's the happy medium.
That's the happy medium. So tonight, I'm gonna let Wink take control. We're gonna be talking about specializations. There are 52.
There's a fucking lot.
There's a lot. It's not like there's one position and like two archetypes per player. I mean, some positions there are, but there's 52 different types of players that you could be here in the Simulation Soccer Federation. Wink, the floor is yours.
All right, so there are 52 types of specializations. However, you do not get 52 to choose from. So they are broken down as you see. Center forward, you have 4 to choose from. Second striker, you have 5. I did it this way instead of breaking down advanced striker and making it its own specialization. I was noticing that skills that center forwards want as an advanced striker are different than skills that a second striker want, right? So I took the math. I did the math. I should probably have this up. I could show you guys some math. We went through. Me and my split personality went through, and we looked at all of the positions and all of the archetypes, and I ranked what these players right here, what all of these players thought was the best allocation of their stats, and that is out of like 4,000 players. So I did that, and I let the math do the work with these. So for instance, we'll take dummy runner. The top 3 skills for each position will receive a potential max of 99. What does potential max mean? This is where it's going to get a little tricky and people are going to get a little confused. Just because it says 99 doesn't mean everybody can reach 99. For instance, if one of these is a height and weight skill, it still goes by height and weight. So like acceleration and speed are a plus 11 because the fastest person, height and weight, can reach 99. If I made it so that everybody could reach 99, it would make it so that height and weight didn't matter. And I always said it was going to matter. We said it was going to matter as a league. And so I kept it so that height and weight matter throughout these. So when you reach 200 points, is it 200 points? I'm pretty sure it's 200 points. Let me bring up the progression model. Gonna have some streamception here. So when you reach this 200 point gap for your player, you will get to pick a specialization. Along with your specialization, you get to pick one professional skill. these bumps to the player's maxes don't happen until the next tier, until you're a 3-star player. So these are just going to show you what your maxes will be. You do not get them at a 2-star player, though. Does that make sense to everybody? Thumbs up in chat. Voices. There's people on the call. Does that make sense to everybody? Do you have any questions with that?
Yeah, real quick. So as soon as they reach 200, though, it does unlock your professional skill.
Yes.
Okay.
So as soon
And
as
then
you, as
it
soon as you go,
triggers
as soon as,
triggers those upgrades for star number 3
for
for a
number
3-star.
Yes.
Okay.
So as soon as you come into here, and where's my Google Sheets? So let's go here. Let's come down to me. As soon as we put in progression, right? So say I banked 15 points this week, right? Put it here. I'm now at 90. Okay. Come back to this first sheet. At 190. Come down to myself. This sheet tells me, oh shit, next week you're going to a 2-star. So next week you're going to be going to that 2-star, which triggers the animation or the skill and the specialization. Does that help, Greg?
Yeah, I understand. I get it. Yeah. So after this week, we'll kind of see where everybody's at. They'll be really close. And then that's why you said in week 11 is when you'll be able to see. So as soon as it jumps, like say not this week, but the following week, they put in their 15 points wherever they want. Do they pick the skill then, or is that skill then going to be available for week 12?
So how progression is going to look for that week, it'll look like this. Plus 15 to whatever.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I know that I triggered. You can either type out specialization, or you can type spec, and then let's just for heaven's sake say I'm a goalkeeper.
Yep. Okay. And then skill, whichever skill you want out of those 3, that's for that particular
No. So all right. So I'm glad you mentioned that. So this right here is not for player. It's not your pool to pick. So I went through and I looked at the top 3 skills that players have for that archetype, and they're listed there as a reference. For people that want help picking stuff, they're not. You don't have to take it. You can take anything you want that is a professional. That is in this professional skill chart.
Okay.
The skills next to it are just there as a guide.
As a reference.
It says, hey, the people who are a destroyer, they have fighting, spirit, interception, and mid-marking. Like, those are really good skills on the destroyer. You don't have to take them, but you can take them. Extra front man, heading, man-marking, interception. You won't be able to take heading to begin with because it's an elite skill. But, man-marking, interception. Like, those are the core skills for that build. Something that
that could be confusing then. I would just say that. Just for some players, because you just did it. Because it says their professional skill, and it still has heading there. And it's linked to that professional skill, even though it's not a professional skill. I'm just throwing that out there.
These don't say professional. This says you get 1 professional skill.
Right, but then you have those highlighted. I'm just thinking you have that highlighted, 1 professional skill, and then on that other one that you were at, the CB, the center back, it says 1 professional skill, but then you put it in parentheses heading, which heading is not a professional skill. It's an elite. I'm just bringing that up. It might confuse people.
I can take out the suggestions if people don't want to see them.
Well, what we could do is we could underline heading. Anything that you can't take as an elite skill, we'll just underline it. or something like that. So then at least
Yeah,
they
you
know.
see like right there and the front man. Yeah, you just had it right there.
I understand what you.
Yeah.
Yep, I understand that.
Not everybody thinks like us.
I mean, these don't supersede the progression model.
No, I know they don't, but I'm just thinking that somebody would put it anyways, and then you'd have to go back like, hey, it's an elite skill, you can't get it. And then you're having a conversation. Well, it said they're professional skill. I'm just throwing it out there. It could happen.
I get that, but it doesn't in this parenthesis.
I gotcha.
Professional skill.
Yeah, that's cool.
It says you get one professional skill. I'll make a note on here on these. Let's not confuse anybody.
I mean, Wink, really what we're at right now with like confusing people is I just don't want, and I know you don't want 20 messages from Dave Axis trying to explain something to him 62 times.
I'm gonna get
62.
I'm gonna get 52 messages from Dave Access. One about each archetype, each.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm already waiting.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yep.
Yeah, you know how he gets confused like that.
So confused. Another thing that is going to get done is people who aren't at the threshold are going to try and use specs. This is why. Where the hell did that sheet go? This is why I made this sheet at the front, guys. I know that not everybody checks out these sheets of your players, but please check out the sheets for your players. It will tell you when you're going to be eligible for it. We have probably 60% of the league that's going to be eligible. The rest are going to be 2-3 weeks away, and then the rest are going to be next season. So just make sure you guys are monitoring your own characters. You are too. Whatever happens in New York stays in New York. That's the rule. Duh. All right. So I will fix this. What else doesn't make sense on these? Does everybody understands why this is a +11 and not a +19? Why this is a +9 and not a +15? Like, that's clear with everybody.
You might, Wink. Let's just say it really quick so it's on recording if somebody misses this and wants to come back after the fact and watch this again. So we're all on the same page.
I've already said it once. I'm
okay. Well,
making sure. So this is based off. So I have this little chart right here. I can blow it up. So this is the max possible tight possession, speed, acceleration, jump, physical contact, and balance any one player could have gotten with height and weight. Therefore, instead of going from 80 to 99, which is +19, it's 11. So if it's in the 11 category, they get +19, +7, +2. There will be nothing in the 85 category because all of those are negatives.
And that eventually, once that's done, that will show in the other sheet.
So once you choose
with that max,
once you choose a specialization and you hit gold, your adjusted max will reflect that.
Yeah. Okay, and then, again, that's something we don't have to worry about right now.
It's something we don't have to worry about now, and then because then we're going to have another stream because then we're going to talk about this part of it right here.
End of season.
It's well, no, this is not this. It's not a 1-to-1 training for the abilities over 80. once you hit
Yeah.
gold.
Right. Okay, yeah, this is kind of like the BHB where you get to past 74, you got to do more training points for one attribute, skill, or whatever.
Correct.
So
Okay.
we'll have another little get together when people start to hit gold, just to give out that reminder. But yeah.
And Wink, you might want to also emphasize a little bit that the attribute point cost going up isn't until you hit gold.
It's not gold, it's 3 stars. We've said it.
3-star, sorry.
Get out here with your colors. I like stars. We're all pretty.
I do too. I agree.
Which again, most likely that's going to be next season.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
400 points. So
Okay. Yeah, it'll be next season.
It'll be next season or even the beginning of the season after that. I don't really know how much.
Right, yeah. Yeah, okay.
I can.
Because, I mean, we're going into week, this is really not going to take effect. We're not going to hit that 200 value until week 11.
Yeah.
So even just thinking about that, like, yeah, maybe at some point, maybe week 9 or 10 of next season, then maybe.
So next season progression is only going to be 14 weeks because there's not
Right.
going to be a preseason progression like there was with everybody. So progression, you're getting 210. So it'll be sometime next season. Because we'll already have what? No, not F11. We will have 60-ish going into next season.
Yeah.
If you don't get
So
hit, don't get hit by
okay.
the creepy dice, the dice of.
So
broken
really,
promises.
this season, during the season, is just worrying about what type of player you're going to be, and then also just picking another professional skill.
Yep. So with this, let me kind of explain a little bit what these are. So Pez calls them your playing style. So think of it like how you want your character to play on the pitch first. You have your player's mentality, and then you have what the team mentality is. So your player's mentality is always going to either play alongside or play with what your formation is and where you are on the pitch. So like a post player, I added these. Every single one of these has a description. An advanced striker, a predatory striker who likes to play off the back shoulder of the last defender. So these guys are always trying to make that run.
That sounds familiar.
And get behind the defense like Miami does. That's why in parentheses, and you can't see it, it says no Miami player can take this.
Yeah, it's amazing what Kyoto's doing with just a 40 offensive awareness.
It really is. I'll tell you what.
I digress.
When
Keep
it's
going.
when it's all said and done, the DMF Destroyer probably, in my opinion, came out the fucking best. This just looks like somebody who's going to destroy people.
Yes.
99 aggression, 99 physical contact.
Could we see a red card?
I think we could. I mean, a lot of the defenders have, aggression in their trees. One thing that surprised me through all this is looking at the math, because I didn't make these up, guys. This is all through the math. Look where physical contact ranks for goalies. It ranks in the top 2 for both sets of goalies. That's not something I would have ever thought of for a goalkeeper. So it was definitely interesting to see what Pez thinks is the best for some of these
Yeah, I figured jump would be up there. I'm surprised that heading wasn't either, because some of the Pez stuff. There it is. There's a heading. Yeah, it's one of the other skills too that I wouldn't have thought about as much.
So I will go and fix these, and I'll reprint it and reset it. Anything else? Anybody else want to see? Anyone else want to talk about? Anybody else want to go over? This is clear as mud.
Wink, when you're done, I want to talk for a few minutes.
I mean, if nobody's got any questions, you can talk right now.
No one has any questions. Let me see.
Nobody has any questions, so everybody's going to be perfect with this.
No. Come on now. Come on now. That's ridiculous. I want to quickly. Oh, sorry, Wink.
Reminder. Oh, did I delete it? I fucking did. I'm stupid. All right, go ahead.
You deleted it? What was your reminder?
Oh, I was just going to remind her how the progression's going to look.
What the heck is this? Oh my god. That's hilarious. For a Halloween costume for Elsie. So I want to hit quickly on international matches. The master plan is to have a Simulation Soccer Federation World Cup. It's going to be pretty brutal though, because it's not going to be like, oh, I picked a country, I'm automatically playing in the World Cup. No, there are going to be teams that you have to qualify depending on your region. Certain spots, certain regions will only have a certain amount of teams available to go to the World Cup. I plan on putting all of that out this week. So, for example, European I think out of the World Cup, there's going to be 16 teams that make the World Cup, and that's it, out of the 50 countries that are in the Simulation Soccer Federation. So competition is going to be cutthroat. Yes, San Marino is a one-man show. I love it. I love that there's somebody on San Marino. So there are teams that new players cannot get into because there are too many players. Substitutions will be in international matches. Will have substitutions. For example, like USA, there's no more Americans. Americans are not. Nobody currently cannot be an American. And the other position level right now is no one can be a German center forward. I believe there's a lot, Wink, if I remember correctly. And the last restriction is with goalkeepers. It wouldn't be fun if we had like 6 American goalies. So as soon as a player signs up for a country at goalie, that nationality is locked out. No one else can take that nationality. But yeah, so we're going to use the FIFA qualification areas. So North America, but it's in game. So there's only I think in CONCACAF, there's only 6 teams in the game. No Canada, which kind of makes the Canadians in the league a little upset, but there's nothing I can do on that. The South American countries will play each other. The African countries will play each other. The European countries will play each other. And then the Asians with Australia will play each other. So yeah, that's the plan there. Each region, though, has their own qualifying as well that will be listed out that reflects real-life World Cup qualifying. We're just trying to have some fun, man. It's like something unique and different. But again, this World Cup only happens every 4 seasons in the Simulation Soccer Federation. So there's not going to be every season. I don't want to take that towel and dry it. You know what I mean? But if everything goes well, maybe we add more countries. Maybe we add individual tournaments, aka like Euros or Gold Cup or something like that, but our own version here in the Simulation Soccer Federation. So international matches are coming. There are friendlies. I will say, though, progression-wise in the SSF will only be when top flight footy is being played. So during the off-season, where international friendlies will be a little bit more prevalent, there will be no progression whatsoever on your players. I mean, does anybody have any questions on international matches?
You don't see it being every 2 seasons, like every other season, instead of every 4 seasons? That's pretty long. I
It's
mean,
pretty-
you could have somebody come and go, in 4 seasons and not ever get to go to. I mean, I understand. Look, it's a World Cup, but have you thought about every other season instead, like the Euros?
well, that's the thing, right? So if we wanted to bring Euros in, then that would take place of the World Cup, right? So
Okay.
we're trying to like find a good balance without overextending ourselves, right? I mean, everything right now is Wink and I, Chris Lee. You owners are fantastic, right? But it's more we're not trying to extend ourselves. Maybe we can do 3 seasons, but it's not going to be like every off season or like every other, because qualifying could take a while potentially, depending on what region you're in and everything. But I will say that I do, if everything goes well, and I don't burn Wink and Chris Lee out from streaming things, and myself for always being around for commentary, there'll be more international matches, or just even if they're friendlies, but hopefully with a plan of tourneys. And yes, Tom Schaefer, that's a good question. So the AI players on the team, that's something I'm trying to finish working out. Because we cannot create players as much, because we'll be spent. So the plan will probably be to find players in the game that will, represent their country. Saying that, I can't have, Belgium with Lukaku, De Bruyne. I can't have Courtois in goal. Like, I can't have the top quality all Belgians. That's just not fair. I'll probably put it in so you can have like one like world class player that so like for example, I'll use Wales, right? Because Wales, there's only one. I mean, there's Gareth Bale. He could play with the Welsh team or on the team if the spot is open. Everybody else will be some like lower Welsh players. That's the plan. So potentially some of the teams that are filled up countries could be more of a powerhouse team. But we see how powerhouse teams have worked in this game with Sims. It's all luck, it's all who can roll the right die in a way. Does see if there's anybody else there? Nope, there's nothing. Wink, do you have any questions? Anybody else? Soto, do you got any other comments on that?
No, I'm good.
Are you doing the game plans that are in the game as the game plans for the internationals?
So what I did before was I used Pez Master, and I found the current manager, and I used his formation with his tactics. But after looking at it a little bit more, what I will do, because the game updates all of the time, until it stops updating, what I'm going to do is use the in-game tactics, whatever the team has. I'm not changing the tactics. So players may play out of position. Some players may start on the bench. Nothing I can do. If you're American and there's 3 left backs, 2 of you might, start on the bench. I'll have to figure a way out here soon on who gets the starting spot, etc. But at least we're going in that right direction.
What are the chances of allowing people from those countries to do the game plans like we do week to week? Is that a possibility, or is it an unfair advantage, or what's the deal?
It would be an unfair advantage because that, and it leaves more room for mistakes on uploading files and everything like that. So if I can quickly, in one night, do 6 or 7 or 8 teams, example, really quick, and export them to Wink, it will be a lot faster because the creative player, it still hurts the creative player spots in the game. Like we've seen before in the past, where we have to delete people and everything like that. But I think for right now, at least for right now, we'll keep it to the in-game manager, because it also as an unfair advantage as an owner, like let's say for me with Australia, during my off season, I can run all of these formations I want to run with Hearts of Maple to figure out what one's the best one against a potentially prominent AI team. I don't think that's really fair.
Yeah, I can see it the way you're talking about it, Eagle. Where it could just be fun just to lay back and chill and just watch your player.
Yeah, just let's have some fun, you know.
That way we can shit talk the real manager.
True,
if
we could.
If he messes up.
True, we could be like
game plan.
Yeah, or horrible. You know, it could be like whoever the manager is of Wales right now, or Ireland, or Australia, or England. You know, oh, Gareth Southgate, he doesn't know what he's fucking doing. Blah blah blah. You know, something like that. Just some fun stuff. Yeah. So wink. You got everything you wanted to talk about.
Yep. As long as nobody has any more questions, I think I'm good.
I'm good. Greg, you good?
Yep, all good, man.
Dave, Robo,
Freddie,
Ray, Gunny.
Yeah, I understood this whole thing already. I thought we were talking about some other things in addition to this, so I'm glad that you're breaking it up, though. Let everybody just kind of take one thing at a time, and then we can tackle the next thing when the time gets there.
There's just no... I mean, it's going to take, like, probably 5 months by the time the next part of this kicks off. So
yeah. It's
like, why drown people in information now when it's not needed?
I get it. No, it's good. Good decision.
Okay. Well, I want to thank, you know...
I do have a few questions real quick.
Oh, you do now as I start to close off. Okay, Dick, go ahead.
Why can't you go fuck yourself?
Did you see my skill?
Yeah.
It's right there.
Hey, I got a question for you, Dave.
Uh-oh.
No, I will not loan you money.
Well, I was gonna ask why you can't beat Soto in regular time. And
Because either Winkler cheats or Greg has a cheat code. Because to lose in the exact same manner in the 92nd minute on a last-second goal 2 games in a row, kind of suspect. I'm just saying.
Listen, my computer might have surgery by the time by the end of the year. And
can I have a biopsy because it needs one?
It's going
I
to
thought
be
you'd
interesting.
be over it by now, man.
He needs a fucking you know what? Why don't you go fuck yourself, Greg Soto? I just saw your fucking video this morning, asshole.
Oh, you don't like the heart monitor?
Dude, no, I didn't mind the heart monitor. I didn't like the laughing at the end.
But did you hear the heart monitor though?
Yeah, I heard it. I heard
flatlined?
it. I also could hear me yelling motherfucker.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's good.
Oh, fuck. Whatever.
Well, let's watch it really quick, Wink.
This one?
Pull it up. Yeah.
Yeah, let's watch it. Just keep feeding me more fuel. It's what I need, baby. What are we, 1 or 2 games in hand still?
Why is it not?
Who do you play next week? We
play Portland, I believe.
Oh, I feel bad.
No. Wait, here we go. Now do we have Portland? Yeah, Portland.
I feel bad for Portland. You're gonna take it out on them.
I'm so fucking pissed off.
And they have similar colors than us, so you're really gonna take it out on them.
I can't wait till Portland upsets them too.
Good luck.
Oh my goodness.
You know what? Wait, you're upsetting me right now.
The sim is specifically biased.
There's no music to it, or can I not hear it because I'm on Discord? Okay.
Yeah, I can't.
If you want to hear the music again, Dave, you can
I can log into Twitch after this. After you guys log off. Dude, this is such. I mean, fuck.
Oh, what a beautiful finish.
That was Kyoto, right?
I love the Mortal Kombat finisher right there. Classy.
You like that one?
I love hearing me yell "motherfucker." I knew it, and I threw my shit.
And then the flatline comes in.
It was Sully last time. It was Kyoto this time. So I guess next time it'll be Hollywood, right? So we can just kind of share the wealth.
Yeah, either that or Mello.
Fucking dicks. No, Mello doesn't rate yet. Sorry, Mello. I like you, but you don't rate yet, buddy.
Well, saying that, that's confirmed Mark Mello game-winning goal against Knox.
Yeah, right. Wait, we play one more time, right? We have to come to you, right? Because we only played once.
Yeah. You
That was our makeup game. That was
Actually,
our makeup game.
I think you're my season finale at home. I think.
Oh.
Are you? No.
Fuck, I hope so.
you're not. No, you're
damn
not.
it.
That's
I can't read that wink or eagle.
Whoa.
Wait,
Oh, I'm not
there
doing
you go.
anything.
14. What's the
so,
year?
Jeez,
so we're
probably.
here. So
You're in game 13.
Oh, I
Where?
got Greg. I got Greg this week. Yay.
14.
You're
Oh,
You're
damn
13, dude.
I wish we were 14.
Yeah, that would be nice. We could.
That would be It would be amazing to get revenge on your last home game.
So
Yeah.
the next 10 games for Ontario goes shit show, fuck me. Oh, God. This is going to be a fun 3-game stretch.
Yeah, man. How the hell do we have a 4-game stretch of away games?
Hey, are Portland and us playing a double header this week since we have to make up a game against each other and we're on the schedule?
No.
Okay.
No, you guys may end up playing, like, post-match day 14.
Okay. Whatever works. Whatever's clever.
Wait. Why don't they just do a doubleheader this week?
Well, I haven't talked to Riley yet, so I got to, if we can.
I don't fucking
It'd be a home and home?
Yeah.
Because we have 2 extra games this week.
Oh, we got to bring the minor league guys in or whatever,
You
right?
guys want to have an SSF sleepover?
A slumber party? Wait, what's the other extra game?
Oh, do you
Each
want?
minor-
Would you like to unveil the secret here?
No, absolutely not.
Oh,
Well, fuck me, all right.
actually, I guess there's a secret, everybody.
No, each minor league team is getting their own game this week. Against
Oh, that's right. That's right.
That was
right.
last week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember you said it on the air last week, I think. Yeah.
yeah.
He didn't announce against who yet.
No, he didn't.
Dumb,
But
dumb.
Against Miami.
And
Nobody
the
else
best
can
part
beat him.
is-
Just go the fucking.
the best part is I won't be here for that Friday.
That is the best part.
That is Scott. No man,
That
I
is-
gotta. Maybe we should have a sleepover.
It'll be live air.
Maybe we should finish out the season on Friday. Just play all the games before Chris gets back.
Hey, Greg, do you want to come on the air Friday? Because Chris isn't back. I know that's the reason why you've been hanging out and not steps.
Yeah, I might come back.
Damn.
I might come back on Friday.
That's kind of messed up.
Okay.
Greg
Well,
doesn't like Chris Lee confirmed 2021.
well,
Chris Lee
Whoa.
not to Miami confirmed.
That's right. It's just Eagles stirring the pot, being a
You know what?
being a
In the offseason,
dumpster fire.
I did extend an olive branch because he was being treated so badly at the Defenders that I said before I even brought anybody in, but he didn't want it. So
I think all the teams extended an olive branch to Chris Lee after the way Wink treated him last season.
no, he likes it. He likes getting.
And apparently he likes the punishment. Yeah, he likes the punishment.
You thought he got treated bad last year. You should fucking see him this year.
I'm not gonna lie. I did
Now
not.
that he's doing game plans.
See, this is how we should do a weekly SSF show where we all just come on here and talk shit.
Spoilers.
Well, Dave, you should take control of that. So I'm gonna close it here.
I'm retired.
I'm gonna close it here because I don't want anybody gaining any more channel points to mute me on Friday. So I want to thank everybody for joining this broadcast about the specialization and the international matches. Wink, thank you. Dave, Chris, Soto, thank you.
This took me like 2 minutes to do, guys. I promise.
Yeah, definitely took him 2 minutes to do. David Leathers, Doug Britton, Freddie, Ray, and Robo in the community chat, fireside chat. Thank you. And we will see you Friday night for Friday Night Footy. Eat shit, Dave.
Fuck off, Eagle.
Both of you settle the fuck down. And that's the last word, bitches.